Okay guys, so let's go ahead and talk about AirPods in today's video because Apple has released a new firmware update for these AirPods a little over 24 hours ago, and I wanted to share with you guys some of the latest details as into what's new with the latest AirPods firmware update 5B59. So let's just dive right into this video. Now, as always, if you would like to stay up to date with the latest iOS news and Apple software updates, of course, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you turn on those notifications so that you don't miss another episode. So the first thing I want to mention is how to update your AirPods. This is a question I usually get when Apple releases a new firmware update for AirPods. There isn't any manual way to update your AirPods. All you have to do is make sure you pair your AirPods to the iPhone that you're using, make sure that they're both paired together, and plug them both to a power source. And in about 30 minutes, if you leave them sit next to each other, the firmware update will happen on the AirPods. These are my AirPods 3rd generation. I've been using the firmware a little over 24 hours ago. There it is. You can find out more right there, 5B59. And if we tap in here, we get more information in regards to what's new with the latest AirPods firmware update. Now, the one thing I do want to mention is that the AirPods 2nd generation, 3rd generation, the AirPods Pro 1st generation, and the AirPods Max did get this update. The only AirPods that did not get this update was the AirPods Pro 2nd generation. As you can see right there, they're still stuck on 5B58. If they do update those, I'll annotate my notes in the description down below, so make sure you read the description down below in case Apple does release a new firmware update for those AirPods Pro 2nd generation. So let's just dive as into what's new with the latest firmware update. Now, one thing I want to talk about is AirPods Max, because I noticed with the latest AirPods Max, the noise cancellation, right, has been somewhat tweaked on this latest firmware update. I did update the Max as well. I used them this morning to go to the gym. I've noticed that the noise cancellation once again was tweaked on AirPods Max. I do use these to go to the gym often, and I've noticed that the noise cancellation is a lot stronger this time around. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe that's a placebo effect, but I did notice that Apple doesn't mention at all what's new with this one. It just says bug fixes and other improvements. The AirPods Max, I did have issues with the noise cancellation, and it seems a little bit tweaked this time around, a lot better in my opinion. So let's talk about the AirPods Pro and the AirPods 3rd generation and 2nd generation as well, because I've noticed a few things earlier this morning before filming this video in regards to the AirPods 3rd generation and 2nd generation, which I had an issue with before this firmware. And there's two issues that I think have been resolved this time around. Number one, you might have heard me talking about this one, the AirPods 2nd and 3rd generation. Oftentimes, when I pop them open, the battery percentage would be misrepresented. Even if the AirPods in the case were charged at 100%, when I pop the AirPods out of the case, the battery percentage would be misrepresented on either one of the AirPods. One would be at 0, or the other one would be at 100, and the other one would be like at 30. It was just weird. Both would be at 100, but it would be misrepresented with the wrong battery percentage. A little over 24 hours after testing this on the AirPods 3rd generation, this new firmware, it doesn't look like that's the case anymore. It looks like right here we have the correct battery percentage being represented here for the AirPods 3rd generation, which I'm happy to report. Now, one thing that I did encounter with the AirPods Pro and AirPods 3rd generation was cutting off of audio randomly when I was using these to listen to music. Now, I've noticed, again, a little over 24 hours ago after using them earlier this morning, I haven't noticed any cutout in the music, any cutout on the connection. So the connection seems a little more persistent this time around with the latest improvements and bug fixes for AirPods. So I've noticed three things. Active noise cancellation has been improved on the Max, more reliable. We also have more reliable and more persistent battery indicator, luckily. And last but not least, again, no cutoffs with the audio anymore, at least within my testing for the last 24 hours after using the latest AirPods firmware 5B59. Now, again, if you want to update your AirPods, make sure they're paired to your iPhone, let them sit next to each other, connected to a power source, and you should get the latest AirPods firmware update. Thank you for watching, guys. I just wanted to share those details with you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.